for 2 years. We have video footage of him in Vice News. And Abu QASIM, you asked him on camera, you did a nice little piece where you rehearsed it and you made him deny the fact that he's your cameraman. Instead of what you should have done was that, no, I'll do it my way. Well, instead of what you've done, which should have been to say, Abu QASIM, are you an extremist? Are you linked to these people? And if you are, we're going to disassociate yourselves. Like Shamsi and other people did on Paul. And now they're being ostracized because they condemned this guy instead of being praised. And now even your boy Ali Dawa has been criticizing Spubs. I'm not sure you know. I know there's Shamsi in them lot. And Paul Williams. Now the point we just saw of ADNAN RACHID for 2 years straight, this man has been coming up to him and me saying we're paid instigators, we're Islamophobes and we're racist. Now what we're going to do, because you're saying we're an extremist, and I know what he's going to do, you support Tommy Robinson, you support Tommy Robinson, you're a hypocrite. Big deal. The point is, we don't give a shit if you believe you support Tommy Robinson. What we want to know is, who do you support? Because I'm saying now I do support Tommy Robinson. Who do you support? Have you still support for all these extremists? Haitham Al-Haddad, he's been banned in how many countries? He's your Ustad. You was with Cage actually defending a woman who's now in prison who was instigating terrorism in Pakistan and places.
I'm not going to get a word in.
So what we want to know with yourself is, why do you lie so much? Are you a Shia doing taqiyya 24/7? I'm only joking. So basically you're always confronting the Shias, are always doing taqiyya.
Okay.
Now the thing about yourself,
how long did you
ADNAN
speak
RACHID,
for?
is that you come into Speaker's Corner pretending to be this liberal guy, but you have links here within your own Dawa teams, and instead of confronting them like me and Steve told you to, what you said in one of the recordings to Steve 3 months ago, you support an extremist and you support an extremist. So you're both the same.
Okay.
Now, so that to me means that you might have had an understanding
I'm not
that
going
Muhammad
to get a word
Dad
in.
was an extremist.
I'm
the
silent
other
for a reason.
situation, the other situation is this. When it comes to Paul Williams actually highlighted the fact that Abu QASIM was at court 1 year ago. So Abu QASIM was told, Muhammad Mansour and Hashim were told by Paul Williams and another individual that this individual, Muhammad Haddad or Abu QASIM, was at court 1 year ago for promoting terrorism. Instead of trying to deal with it, they ostracized Paul, and then they booted him from a Facebook page because he was highlighting about Abdul Hakim. Even now, for 1 year straight, Paul Williams has not been on any Dawa channels that I have seen. And the reason being is because these guys, before everyone says ADNAN RACHID had nothing to do with it, he's the head of the team of Mansour and Hashim. They're a team. So if one person does something, they probably are your equals, whatever.
Am
so
I going
when
to
it
get
comes
a word
to the
in?
situation,
Okay.
when it comes to that, so you say your piece, and how many times will he say Tommy Robinson and porn folders to deflect? Let's have a look. Count,
now,
let's count. Let's count. How many times will he say Tommy Robinson and porn folders to deflect? Let's count. Do a count. At home, do a count. Do a count at home.
I'm going to talk for 4 minutes 30 seconds.
No, you
without
talk
him
as
interrupting me.
no.
I did
That's
not
not how it
interrupt
works.
him.
We're not under Sharia.
So you see, this is not about Sharia. This is about a civilized society where we can have a discussion.
We're not having
where
equal opportunities
people,
there.
No, of course.
No.
Now I'm going to prove to everyone here in the park that these people have no shame, they have no integrity, they have no credibility. They are a bunch of liars, and there's a reason why they're
You're a liar.
Okay. Again, just watch and note. Just watch and note that they will not let me speak. They will heckle me.
Oh, like you do with other people.
They will try to.
Like you've done with other people for 2 years.
I let him speak.
Even Katie Hopkins, if you're watching, you need to come Speaker's Corner.
No.
And this guy that was heckling her outside the Indian embassy, I think you might need to have a chat with him.
You see, now I will speak now. Okay? And I want the audience to do justice. Every time he heckles me, you need to shut him up.
No, how are you going to shut me up? How are you going to shut me up? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Hold on. Who's going to do it out of these guys? How are they going to do it? Are they going to do it with violence? Because you're not going to stop me. How are you telling them to stop me from heckling? No.
Okay.
How are they going to stop me? Because you said they're going to stop me. Which one are you going to do it? Which one? Which one are you going to stop me from talking? Which one? Pick one. Pick one.
Now,
pick one of your soldiers.
You see, I told you.
Pick one of your soldiers.
I only came here. I would.
But he's telling me for them to stop me talking. What, for violence? Through violence? No. He's saying
I
one
just
of
want
these
everyone
guys
to
to stop
see.
me talking.
It's not
Don't
about.
say that.
It's not about me answering the questions. It's about them making accusations and not letting me say what I have to say.
Well,
right?
don't try and intimidate me by saying
It's
if
not
I
about me
speak,
answering the question.
that you're going to get one of your
I
goons
want
to come
everyone
over
to
and
see.
talk to me.
I want
They
everyone
ain't
to
working
see
with me.
the people we're dealing with. These. Okay, now my answer. Firstly, I believe Faisal is a criminal who has been imprisoned in Jamaica. Rightly so. Rightly so.
Yeah,
rightly
James,
so.
come
There you
in.
go. They don't
Come in.
like it. They don't like it.
James, come in.
They don't like it. Firstly,
James,
I
come
believe
here.
the person they are linking me with, I'm saying he's a
James,
criminal.
James.
He's a criminal, and he has been imprisoned. Rightly so. He should be imprisoned. He has put innocent people's lives in danger. He's an extremist, and he should not come out. This is my view on the person they are talking about.
So was
they are
you
a
in that
bunch of
video in
liars.
2003?
Okay, now.
Was that you in 2003? Yes or no?
No.
Was that you in
No.
2003 supporting?
Again.
Yes or no?
Again.
Answer the question.
Again, it's my turn. Second point, the cameraman they are so desperately linking with me, Abu Qasim, I am saying good riddance. Good riddance. He should not come back to the park.
Only 2 days before he went to prison, he
Please.
confronted him. 2 days before he's convicted, then you confronted him.
Over
If you look at Speaker's Corner Brotherhood,
Why
which
would
is
you not-
Abu Qasim's channel, it has 80% of you,
Okay.
Mansour,
So why
and then
why
she.
would this porn addict not let me talk?
are one.
Why would this porn addict not let me talk?
One. Deflection.
porns
So
come
let's
up.
say this shit. Open your phone. Let me go into your folders. I guarantee you got some anime porn in there.
Okay, let me-
We'll see what you got in there.
This gentleman,
So no.
I would otherwise not talk to him.
Rub up against
The
the
only reason,
Oh, yeah, you
the
don't wanna
only
talk to
reason
him.
I'm talking to him right now. Sorry. The only reason I'm talking to him right
Because
now
you're shook.
is to prove to my
Because
friends.
you're shook.
There were a couple
You
of
are
my friends.
concerned that the truth has
There
come
were a
out.
couple of my
And
friends.
the reason why
they
you
came
have
to me.
tried to come over
They
and
came to
control
me.
the narrative
There you go.
is because you know you've done wrong. If you was a man, no, this ain't a conversation. This is not a conversation.
This is not a conversation.
This guy has slandered me for 2 years straight, saying I'm a paid instigator from Tommy Robinson, that I'm an Islamophobe and a racist, including him. Even though I've not spoken to him. This individual, no, this ain't working this way.
Okay.
You want to try and come in and take control of the
let
conversation.
me-
That's not
So
happening.
this is not-
I control this
You know
conversation.
why?
And I will
You know
tell
why?
you when you
You know
speak.
why? He doesn't
and
want
I
me
will
to-
speak
he
when I want
doesn't
to
want
speak.
me to say the
you
things
are
I'm
not
saying.
going to control the narrative.
Because he will be shown
What we
to
wanna
be a
do
liar.
here is to show
It will
that
show
this
that
guy
he's a
here
lying
is an
psychopath.
out and out
He's a lying
liar.
psychopath.
This
It
individual.
will show
So let me ask you a
he's a
question.
danger
in
to
2003,
children. He has
in
been-
2003,
Yes.
in 2003, was that you in that video promoting and supporting Sheikh Faisal?
You make libelous statements.
Was that you?
You make
Yes.
libelous statements like that.
You want to moderate?
No, we don't need
No, no. Moderate.
We don't need a moderator to moderate.
Yeah, we need a moderator. We need a moderator. He spoke for 4 minutes. I didn't speak.
Okay.
So I
Let's
wanna
let
speak.
Adnan speak for a few
Okay.
minutes.
Without him, now the moderator will have to. If he heckles me or stops me, because I want to.
No, I heckle you as much as I want.
Now I let him speak non-stop for 4 minutes. And in a civilized society, you let
That was your last statement, Adnan.
now the other one
Then
starts.
what are you going to call me?
otherwise.
You just said he can't be trusted with
Yeah, with children.
What are you going to accuse me of? What slanderous
So-
libel are you going to come
Where's
out
the
with?
Why
proof
would
that
you
I
not?
can't be
Why
trusted
would
with
you?
children?
Look at these, all these mics.
Where's Abu?
Where's
Where's Abu
Where's
Qasim's
Abu
mic?
Qasim's
Who's
mic?
holding Abu
Maybe it
Qasim's
has a little
mic?
bomb on there or something, and a little
Anyone got Abu
emoji
Qasim's
bomb.
mic?
Okay, I want
Abu
the
Qasim.
reason I'm still standing here, I want everyone to see
Surely
the
he
people
left
they are.
everyone.
Oh,
They
us.
will not let me speak.
No,
They don't want to hear
Let me
my
say
side.
something.
They don't want me
Innocent-
to say what
poor
I
innocent
believe in.
Adnan
What I
Rashid.
want to
Poor
say. They
innocent
do not
Adnan
want me to
Rashid.
say anything.
We know.
see,
Right, go. Say your piece.
Okay,
Right, say it.
okay. Now.
Where's Katie Hopkins when you
Okay,
leave?
now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why these people are so bitter against me in particular is because I have exposed these people repeatedly.
We exposed Abu QASIM and you ignored it.
They are Tommy Robinson.
You ignored it for a year when we exposed Abu QASIM.
I want you to see this. I want all the cameras, all the people out there, thousands of people. I want you to see this. I want you to see this. This is what we are dealing with. We are dealing with lying Islamophobes. We are dealing with bigots. We are dealing with unreasonable people. These are psychopaths.
Okay, guys.
You cannot have an intelligent discussion with these people.
All right, so
They are not honest people.
all right, so
That's the biggest liar in the
you said
park.
that was a
It
reason.
wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Let me lie so people see my lies. Let me lie so the people can see my lies. Let me lie. Let me lie. Okay? My lie is that this guy is a Tommy Robinson supporter. Now you go and do the research. Okay? You go and do the research and see if I'm a liar. This guy posing with a gun, with a shotgun.
from the Punjab, 150-year-old shotgun.
Okay.
Maharaj the Dalits.
Okay.
Big
Black
deal.
Hat Man has an entire wall of
Big
guns.
deal.
Do you have a problem with him too?
Okay, now.
Not to mention
Now,
a black porn site on his back.
why don't they let me speak?
Because you're full of
What
lies
is
and
it,
bullshit
ladies and gentlemen?
and
I want you to think about it. Why don't these people let me speak? You know why? Because they don't want people
What
to
are you
know my
doing
side.
now?
They
What are
don't
you
want
doing
people to know
now?
my side.
Speak.
Okay? Okay.
we're really
Now,
All
Hey,
Adnan
guys,
Rashid
guys,
is so
guys,
innocent.
wait, Raj, Steve, listen to me for a second. If you keep interrupting him, it doesn't matter what he says, he'll play it off to the camera and he wins on camera.
Oh,
lose
the
if you
cheat.
keep
Why
interrupting
does he
him.
win on camera?
Because everybody will see you interrupting him and not giving you a chance.
Show me
to
a video of Speaker's Corner ever where someone's not interrupted.
now, there's a
It doesn't
reason.
mean that you shouldn't
I
give
will
each
now
other
speak.
turns.
I will say my side. The reason why these people are so desperate to link me with
We're
these
paid white
dodgy
supremacists,
extremists
aren't
is because they see me as a threat in the park.
No,
they
we
see
don't.
me as
We
an
see you as
intellectual
a
threat.
silly
Okay,
little
they see
walking
they
ego.
have lost in
You're a
debates.
little boy
They have
with a
lost.
walking ego.
Okay, wait.
Guys.
Sorry.
Is that how it works in Islamabad?
Okay.
It
Okay.
don't work like
Listen,
that
guys,
here.
let's not go for
I will say what I have to say. These people see me as an intellectual threat in the park. Okay,
That's the funniest piece of
they have
bullshit I've
miserably
heard all
lost
day.
in debates and discussions. Now we don't talk to them because they're extremely disingenuous, and for that reason they are bitter. They are lonely. They are lonely now, and what they're doing now, because we don't talk to them, because they don't deserve our time and our attention, they are now going online and they are peddling lies against people like me.
We must have learned that from
for
you,
the last
mustn't we?
for the last 10 years I've been a public figure. I have hundreds of
many
speeches
years?
online, hundreds of speeches. They are saying I'm an extremist, right? That's what they're saying. I am challenging them now. Go and look at all my speeches for the
rubbing
last
up
10
against the
years
mic. Step
and
back. Step back.
bring me one statement I have made which puts people's lives in danger, which divide people, or which spread any
Calling me
hate
a white
against
supremacist,
anyone.
calling me a
So why
racist.
are these people doing this is the
Calling
question.
Raj a
I'll tell you why.
paedophile.
They have been planted in the park. They have been planted. They are paid.
We're paid.
This
Says
guy
the man that's
who has
paid
no
to
life
go around the
otherwise.
Do I look like
This
I've been
guy.
paid?
Couldn't
This,
make
Look, I've been wearing the same
This
clothes.
man is paid.
Do I look like
to
I've been
give
paid?
lectures around the
Okay,
world.
just one more
don't
one more
think.
minute, one more
Okay.
minute, then you go.
Okay.
So he can be paid.
They
but
are
we
also
can't.
bitter
That's
about the
not
fact
paid.
that I get paid for
We
my
do this for
lectures.
free.
They are very bitter. They are bitter that I am flying around internationally.
Mossad.
People invite me to their institutions to lecture on intelligent subjects. They are very bitter about that. They're very bitter about that. They don't like that the people deem me deserving enough to come and lecture in the institutions, and they don't get any invitations, so they're bitter
We're
about
paid,
it.
apparently.
Yeah, okay.
But we're
So now,
paid.
now,
You see the
ladies and
bullshit?
gentlemen, I'm finishing now very quickly.
Finish yourself off.
I have made it very clear that these extremists they mention again and again repeatedly, thinking that people will believe them. I believe these extremists should be locked up. They should never be allowed because they are danger to societies.
Why did it take you a
okay,
year to
these people,
Shut up. That's all they can say.
Tommy Robinson and his supporters should also be locked up. Okay, because I have too many hecklers. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly,
and
sir.
also Also,
Johnny come lately.
there is something else I would like to say because they're not letting me finish.
Okay, one more minute, guys. Just one minute.
4.5 minutes by now.
Okay, just one minute. And
Wrap it up.
I will not speak until this
Just
because
one minute. One minute. Bro, 1 minute.
Half a minute now.
Let him finish.
Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? Okay, now the reason why these people are upset is because they are hearing the truth. The truth is that I abhor extremists like them and Anjum Chaudhry and Faisal and others like them. Okay, I abhor extremists like them. Okay. Now some of them,
Muslims getting violence in the back row again every bloody time.
Okay,
Why is that a speaker's corner? You can always rely on Muslims being violent.
So now,
Why?
now that
Why, Adnan? Why? Sort the violence out
Who
amongst
goes
your ranks.
next? Raj or Steve?
I'm finishing.
What do you want to go?
Before they go next.
just last-
Okay.
last part.
Second, also would like to clarify that if any Tom, Dicks, and Harrys who walk into the park and start filming, I don't know this gentleman who he is and what
You're
he does
not
in his
wearing
front.
his
I don't know.
microphone,
I don't know
are you? You're
TNT
not going
Greek.
to dinner
I don't know
with us,
CE. I don't know Leon who's filming right now behind the camera. I don't know what he does in his life. I only see him in the park. I don't know what the hell he's on. I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy. I don't know them. I only met them in the park. So what these people do, these liars, anyone who comes in the park, sneezes next to me or breathes next to me, has to do something with me, right? So this is how they see it. And why they see it like that, they know that's not the case. They know. The reason why they're doing this is because they have been specifically sent for people like
By
me
who?
so that they can heckle me,
By who?
they can shout at me, they don't let me talk to
Raj,
people because our dawah, our words are getting out to millions of people out there. Hundreds of thousands of people are watching our videos from Indonesia, from Australia to Canada to Brazil to the US to
Ego,
India. We
ego.
get messages from all over the world of
Ego.
support. These people have been planted here by
whom?
those who do not
by
like
whom?
us. Okay.
MI5?
Okay,
I'll tell you what.
FBI? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
My point. Okay, wait.
Who?
This is
Now,
so much longer
the
than
reason
4.5
why I say
minutes.
the
It's
reason
Mulder
why
and Scully?
the reason
So
why
much longer than 4.5
the reason
Who's planted us?
Okay, wait. The reason why I'm saying that is they don't add any intellectual value to the park.
And
This
you
guy,
do.
no one talks
And
to
you
him.
do.
This guy, no one talks to him. No one wants to talk
You
to them.
talking to me.
They have no
You come over
intellectual
to talk to
value.
me.
They bring no
So you
value
talk
to the
to me.
park. So why
You
do they
talk
come
to
to
me.
the park?
You talk
Why
to
do
me.
these people come to the park? They don't have any intelligent conversations. No one wants to talk to them. No one likes to talk to them. Why are they coming to the
Ad
park?
hominem
For
attacks.
this,
How
they are
pitiful.
coming to the park
How
to
pitiful.
throw accusations, to
all about
accuse
you.
innocent people of the crimes they are guilty of. He is a Tommy Robinson supporter. So is he. They have been taking pictures with him. They have been attending his rallies. They have publicly said Tommy
Robinson,
is the
that
hero.
well-known
These
terrorist.
two,
Well-known
ironically,
Have you done now?
the pot
Okay,
calling the
Here's your
gentle
speech
black.
done.
You're taking a bit long.
Now,
done?
okay, now
Raj, go.
I will let him speak for 3 minutes and then I'll
Oh,
come
you
back.
get 10 and he
All right,
gets
so do
3.
you want to go next? He'll go next, and I'll go after.
Okay,
Steve.
no.
You wanna
Am I
go
talking to
next?
two
Step
people?
away.
Okay, before you talk,
Shut
am
up,
I-
it's not your bloody show.
Okay.
Run, devil man!
The
Run, devil
ego
man!
of Adnan Rashid running away.
I have-
And last, you've had your
I have-
bit. You've had your
I
bit.
have for the
Mr.
50th time.
Ego.
Now,
it's
anyone-
not about Islam.
anyone-
It's not about Dawa. It's about Adnan effing Rashid, the walking, talking
he's very bitter
ego.
about me. He's very bitter about me.
Because you're
For some
walking,
reason,
talking ego.
I don't know who
and
this
you
guy
do more
is.
damage
I don't
to
know who
Islam.
sends him,
You
who
damage
pays him.
Islam.
I don't know why he comes to the park.
Remember when
but
you
I
was
don't.
rude to this
I
lady?
don't.
Turn the camera around.
I
You're
don't.
screeching,
I
shut
don't.
up now, are
Turn
you?
around, turn around.
You're not
turn around.
screeching,
I don't even
shut
know
up
who he
now.
is.
Why was you so disrespectful to her when she was highlighting extremism?
Okay,
Why
now,
did you belittle her
ladies and gentlemen,
make her out to be a
you
mental
heard
patient and a
my
drunk?
side.
Why
you
did
heard
you do
my
that?
view.
Why did
All
you?
about the
Why
Adnan.
did you do that?
I will
to
no
her?
longer
You disrespected
engage with
her
these
to-
extremists, these
we
liars,
don't care.
these,
Bye-bye.
these,
We don't
these,
care.
Bye,
if you
bye.
leave. We will still talk to
This
you.
guy-
It
Bye-bye.
doesn't
This guy-
matter. It doesn't matter what you want to do.
this guy
We will
is teaching
speak to
children
you.
in a Sikh
We
temple.
will
This
speak
guy
to
is
you.
teaching
And
he's
what
a
we
Tommy
will do
Robinson
with
supporter,
you
and
is
he's
this.
teaching
We will
children
show
in a
that
Sikh
this
temple.
individual
I want the Sikh
was-
community.
you're locally-
I want the
You're
Sikh
worried
community
and associated
to
with
understand.
Sheikh Faisal twice. Sheikh Faisal
Making
twice.
libelous claims.
I
He's
want-
so
I
worried.
want-
Let me go to
No,
the
no, no,
I want the Sikh
Wait,
community
wait,
to
wait.
take
Oh
heed
yes.
and know the people who are teaching
Yes,
your children
yes,
in
your
your temples.
yes,
so
He
yes.
is a Tommy Robinson
with
supporter.
yourself,
So
He
we
is
need
a
to
Tommy
understand with
Robinson
you,
supporter.
why are you being
so
booked
I-
for places with kids and families to lecture when you're associated with Sheikh Faisal twice?
I said he's a
You are an
criminal.
individual.
I said he's a criminal.
Now,
Justice.
now you
I'm
do.
saying
Now
he's
you
a
do.
criminal.
Look at all these people that you're with.
Yes.
That's your
Yes.
teacher.
Extremists.
Haytham
He's
al-Haddad.
been banned in 4 countries
Okay.
in Europe.
Haytham
That's your
al-Haddad.
start.
If he's an extremist, what is the state doing against him? Why is the British government not taking any action against him? If Haytham al-Haddad is an extremist,
It's your
as
start.
these liars,
It's your
Tommy
start.
Robinson supporters
So you're a start.
claim, why is the
Can you
state
say a
not
sentence
taking action
without the
against
name
him?
Tommy
So
Robinson?
who's lying now? These liars,
All right, are
a
you
bunch of
gonna-
liars.
You've got like
Why
Tommy
is
Robinson
the British
Tourette's.
state?
Why
is the
This
British
man has
state?
Tommy Robinson Tourette's.
Hey-
Can't say a sentence
Haytham
without the
al-Haddad.
name
Now,
Tommy
when it comes to
Robinson.
this
Haytham
situation,
al-Haddad
yeah,
is a great scholar.
Adnan Rashid is
a
not going
great
to control
scholar.
the narrative.
He attended.
You are trying to dominate
recently,
this area.
He attended
and
the
it's
Kuala
not
Lumpur
happening.
conference
What I'm going to say to you
representing
is
the
this.
British Muslims.
Why did
they don't
you,
like it.
in
And I'm done with these
2003
extremists and
Bye-bye.
liars.
Why
Thank
did
you,
you-
Baba.
Bye bye.
Now you can carry on.
All right, so let's
Liars,
go.
but-
Shut. Run, devil man. Run, devil man.
What are you clapping?
Run, devil man. Run, devil man. Run, devil man. Run, devil man.
And then he leaves what the others have to
Look at all the back row, all the radicals leaving there. He just talked about lies and dishonesty. Can I point out one of the major themes, one of the major threads
Do you not mind
through the
again?
trial of Abu Qasim was Abu Qasim's innate inability to tell the truth. Complete pattern of lying. The judge
Oh, yes.
summed up at the end of the entire case when Abu Qasim asked not to be sent to Belmarsh because he said he had to care for his elderly mother. The judge's response was, Mr. Ahad, you have told so many lies from the start to the finish of this court case, I do not believe a single word you said. That's what the judge summed up. And I'm afraid Adnan Rashid is no better. That man is not capable of telling the truth. For months and months and months, he has denied what we've all seen and heard, that it was him in that hall, it was him calling out Muslim brothers to come out and support Sheikh Faisal. To this day, that man is still lying to that point. As Raj said, a lot of money has been spent on analysing the voice. To be honest, we don't need that. We can all hear. It is bleeding obvious. That is Adnan Rashid. And still, to this day, that man is lying about that. That man thinks nothing about slandering Raj's family. That man thinks nothing about slandering anyone. He doesn't have any principles. He doesn't have any morality. He is a liar that does not care about Islam, does not care about Dawa. The only fucking thing that man cares about is Mr. Adnan Rashid and his paycheck from going around the world giving lectures. Yet he has the whatever audacity to say we're being paid. By who? Who is paying us?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Because
are paying
the check
us.
has not arrived.
Agents of
Yeah, you
S.H.I.E.L.D.
see, he is scared. He is scared of losing his income from his lecture courses, from his lecture series that he gives. So he comes here and slanders us, lies us. Why would anyone say to anyone at Speaker's Corner, you're paid to say that? Does he not have the brain power to realise that slightly weakens any argument that he wants to put forward by saying you're being paid to say that? I mean, I used to say he was intellectual and academic and not dumb. I seriously don't think he is anymore. If he seriously doesn't think the continuation of denying that that was him calling Muslim brothers to support Sheikh Faisal, if he cannot step back for 1 minute and realise what a dumb, stupid fool he looks like when he's doing that, when he's so obviously lying, when he's so obviously trying to cause Raj problems in his private life for doing nothing more than calling out a terrorist. A terrorist, that man's only had the balls to call out 2 days before the guilty verdict, when he knew over a year, and we know he knew over a year ago about Abu Qasim's trial, yet he thinks 2 days before the guilty
Can I just
verdict,
say something?
that's sufficient.
Another person-
No, we see through your lies, Adnan Rashid.
Another person that he slandered was Suzel, or the Suzelator. Now, what happened is that if you watch a video from a couple of months ago, she actually confronted Adnan Rashid, and what he did, he said she was mentally ill, they belittled her. She's got a
Why
very...
did I confront him on that?
Yeah, because it was about his, I don't want to... Well, you can say
It was his son, Musa Adnan, that had been filmed on a charity embargo supporting Anwar al-Waki,
Dawa man.
Dawa man as well, and recruiting for jihadis. There was secret filming that went on. There was a Twitter video as well. So when I showed him the Twitter video, he said that, what was it? That was.
No, he tried to belittle her
me
in a very disrespectful way. If someone done to a Muslim woman, the Muslims will be up in arms. Now, I will say my bit here. Now, with Steve, if you watched what Adnan Rashid done, he did not answer one question about extremism. He did not address extremism. He did not do anything apart from character assassinate me and Steve. You know for a fact that this individual, yeah, is somebody that is been coming to Speaker's Corner for the last 2 years that I've been here, and character assassinating me and Steve non-stop, that we're paid by people. Now, it doesn't look like we're paid. We come here because we truly want to defend the UK from the extremists within our ranks. And if it means that both of us get slandered, that's just the way it's going to have to be. Because we're not going to be silenced.
You won't like me for saying this, but about an hour ago, I stood and had a conversation for about half an hour with Ali Dawa. Now, I know Ali Dawa is not perfect. Ali Dawa is not without faults. He shakes my hand. He says I'm a good man. He says you've done the right thing on this story. So if Ali Dawa can do that, then Ali Dawa is clearly a better man, has bigger balls than Adnan Rashid is, or ever will have.
All right,
I haven't seen them.
And another link now. And so we were starting a conversation about ISIS Bob, who is now being charged in the USA for trying to go to Syria to join ISIS. Now, what's weird about ISIS Bob, who was a regular on these Speaker's Corner platforms, he was friends, very close friends with certain individuals. Two of them were heckling here 2 weeks ago. Remember the two guys that were heckling? Sheikh One and Grey Dunya? Them lot are interlinked. This guy is now in prison. Now in America, is being. So basically, he's in America now, and he's being charged with promoting, trying to go to Syria. And also, I'm going to say it. I know I'm going to get in trouble, but OSCC Dawa Saeed, you are linked with ISIS Bob as well. Yeah, you have been on plenty of panels with him, supporting him. So we need to understand, when this guy was on a panel, now for people to understand about ISIS Bob, he wasn't just extreme. He was on such a level that even most Muslims on the panel said he was too extreme. He was putting up videos, hacking shows, showing beheadings of Shias and we're talking about Christians and all of those type of people. Oh, come back in.
He's come back now. He's run away.
Let me explain one thing here. Let me tell the story about Adnan Rashid. When I first come to Speaker's Corner, I met Adnan Rashid, and I have to admit, before I come here, I did think he was an intellectual kind of guy. What I've realized over the last couple of years is that he's an Islamic revisionist. He does not tell history. He rewrites history in order to make Islam look like all flowers and hunky-dory and everyone's kissing. Now, at the end of the day, this individual is very disingenuous. The reason being is this. In 2003,
and why have you come back?
Adnan Rashid was recorded in a meeting with Sheikh Faisal. Sheikh Faisal was an individual that went to prison for 8 years for inciting terrorism. Before the court case in 2003, Adnan Rashid knew what the charges were because he knew about the court case. And he told Muslims to support him. Adnan Rashid lied and said it wasn't him, even though everybody that listened to it knows it's him.
And way before the court case for Sheikh Faisal had been thrown out of and banned by Brixton Mosque for the extremity of the extreme nature of his speeches. Way before the court case, Brixton Mosque took it upon themselves to realise this man is dangerous, he's an extremist, we don't want him in our mosque, we want him out, and he was banned. Yet this man didn't know any of that, to the extent that he was actively supporting him, actively calling Muslim brothers out to support this man. Years after the man had been banned and thrown out of Brixton
Let's say this here, look, if someone makes a mistake when they're younger,
about Tommy Robinson,
when you're
change
younger,
the subject.
No, you're right about Faisal. You're right about Faisal. Faisal deserves to be in prison. Yes, he's in prison. What do you say about Tommy?
Why didn't you realise that then?
He's lying about it. Oh, he's back. I like it. Let's answer the questions now.
Still got a bloody mic
When
to
we
raise.
told you about Andem
Any more
Chowdhury
microphones?
being
Abu,
associated
where's
with
Abu?
Abu Qasim, why did you just ask him twice, are you associated with Andem Chowdhury, and just take his word for it? Why did you not do what Shamsi did and other individuals? Go and look online and you would have found a mountain of
Can I
evidence
answer?
that Andem Chowdhury was with this guy.
Can I answer?
Instead, even right now, 20 minutes ago,
Can I answer?
this guy did not address one concern. 1 minute. He did not address one concern about extremism. All he did was deflect and character assassinate.
Can I
That
answer?
shows that Adnan Rashid is more concerned about his reputation
Can I answer?
than the truth.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't care. My reputation is well known to people. I'm only talking to you guys. Sorry. Do apologize.
We haven't had any other
Sorry.
terrorists.
Excuse
We
me.
haven't had any other terrorists come to the park in recent years.
Okay. There is another tactic. When I start speaking,
Other terrorists have been coming.
when I start speaking, they want to open other conversations next to me so that I cannot speak. You see? Okay. Sorry. Can you not speak it?
Yes, we
Now
can speak.
he asked me a question. Now I am perfectly happy to speak to these guys if they are able to have a decent conversation. A decent conversation is where people can actually learn.
When you
can
read
hear
a character
us.
assassinate, you mean saying that I'm radicalizing
No,
children,
you
that
can-
you're insinuating
you
that
can
I
do the
can't work
same.
with children,
You
and
can-
you're insinuating that I'm a
Look,
terrorist.
you can
So
do
don't
the same
tell
in
me
your
we're
turn.
both doing it.
Do your character assessment. You have been doing.
Don't act all innocent. You are not an
You
innocent
have
child.
been doing my
You
character
are not the
assassination.
innocent
You
Adnan
can do-
Rashid.
okay.
You have a very
The
dark
problem is-
nature that you try to conceal from
Let
everybody.
people
But we
see.
know you're an
Let
Islamic
people see
revisionist
if I have dark
who
nature.
only wants
At
to
least
spout-
let me speak so that they can
What can we
see.
speak then? Answer the question.
Cut you in half.
Okay. Now.
I'll forget about
Okay.
Pavlov.
I hope. We need a moderator.
Oh, the white man, get in it.
You didn't listen to me last time. Are you guys gonna listen to me
No,
this time?
then set the rules.
Okay, I'll set the rules.
2 minutes,
now.
2 minutes.
Okay, you stand here. You stand here. You guys will speak against each other, and you each will have
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Whatever. 3 minutes.
Are you still adamantly saying that you were not at that meeting with Sheikh Faisal? Was that not your voice? Where do you stand on that?
I am saying Faisal is a criminal and he deserves to be in prison. He has committed crimes. He has
He
been
didn't
convicted.
ask you that. Was it you in the recording?
Okay.
What did you in the recording?
I'm saying, if these guys are claiming,
Was it you in the recording? Yes or no?
I
It's a simple
have
yes or
answered
no.
that question.
Say it again.
Okay, no.
What was the answer then?
No, the answer is
I never
no.
heard it.
The answer is no.
That wasn't you.
Wait. These guys.
I'm gonna put that in the recording.
You don't let me answer.
No. Okay.
They don't. But the problem is they don't like my answer. That's why they start flipping, right? Because they don't like my answer.
All right, so you
They're
said no,
desperate.
and that's your
They're
final answer.
What I'll tell you. For the last 10 years, my answer. This is my answer, and I will give my answer in my own words. You have to listen to me. Okay?
Probably take half an hour, won't
Okay.
it?
No. My answer is, for the last 10 years, I've been a public figure. I've made
your head.
I've made public speeches. I've had debates internationally around the world.
Masturbates.
And I've been publicly promoting harmony, cohesion, mutual respect and love between Christians, Muslims, non-Muslims, and all humans for that matter. Even with Sikhs, I've had.
Oh, he said that Guru Tegh Bahadur was a murderer and a thief. With Sikhs, you said Guru Tegh Bahadur was a murderer and a thief. That's what he said. And he said Chote Sahibzade were never executed. And he said Aurangzeb was a great leader. This is what he says about
Listen,
Sikhs.
I can outshout
We'll
you
talk about
guys,
that as well in
but
the
I don't
future.
want to outshout you because there's no need.
Yeah,
Adnan,
Adnan, Mr. Adnan, for the sake of the fact that I don't have a long battery life, could you please
I'm going to answer your
condense
question.
some of that a little bit?
I'm going.
Wait.
Okay. I am saying again for the 50th
Take the
time.
Sikh bit out because you've been slandering the Guru. So you
I've
don't
had very decent conversations with all humans, atheists, Sikhs, Christians, Hindus.
Did you say that Guru Tegh Bahadur was a thief and that's why he got executed?
What's the question?
Why don't you say that?
Okay.
See what
Was
they're
it
saying.
you on that
and my-
video when you were
Okay, I'm answering
praising
your question. I'm
Sheikh
answering your question.
Faisal?
Sheikh, was it you or not?
In that video, you cannot see me. Firstly, wait.
Oh, you can't see me. Don't.
Let him answer.
Okay.
It's Johnson.
Okay.
There were
You see.
several
You see.
videos,
Okay.
and you
Now,
haven't seen one of them.
why the question?
Because
No,
we saw
I have
the back
another
of your
question.
head.
I've answered your question.
No,
I've
you
answered.
haven't.
Okay.
Because I'm
It's
asking-
not
Was it
me.
you or not?
I am not
not
going
you.
to say.
Definitely saying
I'm not,
it is not
listen
you,
to me now.
100%.
Are you listening? I'm not going to say that I'm in a video where I can't be seen. Okay. If you bring a video where if you ask me tomorrow, was I in this video? I will say yes. It is me in the video.
All right, so let's
It
do it.
is
Let's
me.
do the experiment.
Okay,
You
wait,
can't
okay,
see.
wait.
Harmony, you can't see me, but I'm not in the video.
That's the problem.
I'm not in the video because you can't see me. Watch.
Give them
I'm not
that
in the
turn. Give them
video,
that
so
turn.
you can't see me. It's not me.
Okay.
Can you see? But I'm here. Does that make sense?
Who goes next? Who wants to go
Does that make sense?
Okay, she goes. Wait, Raj. Let her go.
You or not?
Says no.
Give her a turn.
Remember when you disrespected her?
Give her a
You
turn.
were a mad woman. You
No,
called
no,
a
I
mad
will
woman.
go.
No, you can't control the narrative. You can't control the narrative. You can't control the narrative.
Okay, the problem is these guys will not let me speak. That's the problem. Okay, now the question is,
Give her a
I've
few
answered your question. I am not going to say I am in a video where I cannot be seen. Can you see me in that video? Okay, can you answer my question? Can you
He
answer
says
my
it's not
question?
him.
Can you answer?
He said
Can you
no,
see
yes,
me in
he
the
said
video?
that.
Can you see me in the
can't
video?
see me.
Then
can't
I'm
see
not
me.
going to
Can't
say
take
it's my
me.
voice.
So he's
When you
lying.
cannot see me, how can you ask me? Okay, now it's my answer. My answer is clear.
He says
Now,
no. Okay, he
now,
said-
now, now.
Oh, now.
Why do
Not
these
no.
people? Why are they so desperate in insisting that it's me? What's the point? Even though in 2003, I was a baby in Islam. In 2001, if you saw me in 2001, I was clubbing. I was on the streets. Okay, I was not a. I was. I
already heard
what
this.
you call jahiliya,
Your
right?
answer is no. Your
In
answer is no. Let's hear
2001,
somebody else
I
now.
become a Muslim. In 2001. In 2003,
Did you have common sense though?
Wait.
Did you have common
there
sense
you
in
go.
2003?
You see,
Adnan,
you see.
you had your turn.
Okay,
You had your
my
turn.
turn is not finished because they keep interrupting me.
No,
so I have to finish.
Adnan, I'll
in
let you speak, come on.
2003, in 2003, I was a baby in Islam.
You want to moderate? Come here, man. Come here.
From 2001 until 2010, I was on a search. I was studying, I was reading, I was doing courses, I went to different people, listened to different talks and lectures. I listened to Ahmed Didat, I
Banksy,
listened
I'm
to
not
Zakir
allowing this
Naik,
shit.
I listened
No,
to
no, no,
Zakir
no,
Naik.
no, no,
Okay,
no, no,
okay,
no,
wait.
He's deflecting, and when he's not going to play his game.
Okay.
Now the point is, he's answered it.
Yes or
He
no?
said,
Yes
he
or
said
no?
no.
You
If you
see,
can't see him,
there is
it's
a
not him.
problem.
That's
These
his
guys,
answer.
That's no.
these guys,
That's no.
they
Let's
don't
move
want
on.
me to
Let's
speak.
move on.
They want
Let's
to
move on. Let's move on.
Let Raj speak.
Let's move on. 1
Okay,
minute.
now.
He said it. It's done. It's done. He's answered it. It's
Now,
not him.
very quickly. Now my question
No, not
is,
very
you've
quickly.
asked me,
You had your
you
turn,
asked
man.
me a question. I've answered it clearly. I've answered it clearly.
said no,
Okay,
yes.
now my question: does this
you don't
guy
want me to talk.
support Tommy Robinson, who?
Okay.
Let me finish. Who is a well-known extremist who's a convicted criminal? Okay, he had a criminal conviction for fraud. He was convicted
Yeah, and I
criminally
asked him,
for
was
breaking the
he,
court
was
rules of
bending
contempt
over,
of court.
picking up a chair?
Okay,
Yes,
he
he was.
directly inspired Osborne,
Yes, I
who
was there.
mowed down Muslims, innocent Muslims in Finsbury Park. There is a direct link made by the newspapers. Okay, these guys hate Anjum Chaudhry, rightly so. These guys hate Faisal, rightly so. They hate ISIS, rightly so. I am with them in that. I am with them. I agree with them. Now coming to Tommy Robinson, this guy.
All right, so we're not
this
going to get
guy
this.
over
We're not
there,
going to play
They
this game.
support him.
So
They're not
let
going
me-
to.
let me
I've
say my
answered your
piece now.
questions. Can they
Let me say my
answer
piece.
now? Can they answer
Yeah,
my
let me say
question?
my piece.
And I will
Let me
not
say
leave
my
them
piece.
until they answer this question.
Let me say my
Question
piece.
is, do you
Why,
support Tommy
on
Robinson?
what basis do they
Let
support
me say-
Tommy Robinson?
let me say my piece.
When they
Okay,
hate
wait.
Anjum Chaudhry,
Okay.
they're the same.
All right.
They're the same.
All right.
Wait. Let
All
him
right,
speak.
all
Let
right.
him speak. Let him speak.
So basically, when it
Yes.
comes to Darren Osborne,
And a
he
Sikh.
was a terrorist,
Wait.
When it comes to Tommy Robinson, I do support him. Now what we're going to
There you
ask
go.
is this.
Hold on.
Now
hold
what we're going to
on,
ask
hold
is
on,
this.
Hold on.
Why did you, when you was told 3 months ago by Steve that your guy that has been filming you for around 2 years, and I've seen since I've come here, and you are closely associated, I've seen you talking to him, I know you've gone to meals with him, we now know 100% that Mansour and Hashim were told that he was at the Old Bailey for promoting terrorism a year ago. Instead of
And let him
addressing
finish
that,
so that I can answer.
instead of addressing that, what they did is they ostracized Paul Williams, kicked him out of her Facebook page, and did not film him again, for the Dawa team. They slowly
let me quickly
blacklisted
respond.
him, yeah?
Let me quickly respond.
And when it comes to Abu Qasim, when we went up to ADNAN RACHID and we told him these accusations, instead of researching it, what he did was deflect like he's doing now. You support Tommy Robinson, so who cares about this guy? So what happens when we gave the information, we had concrete evidence on 2 occasions on camera. No, it doesn't work like that. Oh, no, I've already answered. So for 2 occasions, he was on camera, once on Vice News. And the thing is, he was with some of the most extreme people in the UK. When we also had audio of Abu Qasim saying that if you do not support ISIS or al-Baghdadi, you're a Jew. On top of that, his attacks on Paul William were very ferocious about him being gay.
That's not me.
And then, hold on 1 minute. Yeah, so against Paul William.
That guy's a bald patch. In 2003, I didn't have a bald. That's a 40-year-old man.
No, hold on 1 minute.
I still don't have a bald patch like that.
1 minute.
I'm 41. I still don't have a bald patch.
All right, so
there are pictures of me. I want people to see. I want people to see. I want people to see.
1 minute.
There is a guy with a bald patch.
Let him go.
In that lecture,
1 minute. 1 minute.
look at the desperation of these
Raj,
guys.
step aside,
No,
guys.
it's my turn. It's my turn.
A bald patch. A bald patch.
1 minute. 1 minute.
I still don't have a bald patch like that.
You're combing over now.
Go closer. Wait, guys.
Oh, I mean, that's...
Now that guy in 2003
So, no.
has a bald patch.
Well, let me
I
respond.
still don't have a bald
Now, the
patch.
thing
like
is,
that. Look at this.
let me say
I
something.
had no transplant. I had no
Are you
transplant.
going to allow me to speak?
No.
Because I allowed you. So the problem is this.
When
yeah,
you finishing?
The problem is this. When people are...
Desperation.
When people in their past might have an extremist background and they've changed, that's cool. I know people that have changed. But when you're lying that it's not you, and in that video, I have to ask why you're lying. The other thing is, when it comes to the audio of that video, we've had it verified by somebody that we can actually use it legally in court, if you ever want to take it that way. It was verified as you.
Can I beg
So
you?
when
Take it to court.
When it comes
Take
to
it to
this,
court.
when it comes to this situation, yeah, when it comes to Abu Qasim, he was either negligent or covering stuff up. Yeah, the point about this was that we showed him and we gave him concrete evidence that this guy was extreme. Instead of dealing with it, he done a video just talking about saying to Abu Qasim on camera, don't say we're with you. Say you're an independent cameraman. Never addressed his extremist views. The only time he addressed his extremist
go on
views
for half an
was
hour.
when he was convicted.
You made your point.
When he was convicted, 2 days before his conviction. Then they done a show trial when I went up to him, and once again, ADNAN RACHID only talked about his reputation and not about extremism.
Thank you.
When are you going to talk about the extremism of that individual and the fact that you
Thank you
were
very much.
negligent or worse still, nefarious in your hiding of this particular individual?
Now with regards to this cameraman, this cameraman, the first time I met him was in the park, and I don't know anything about him. This brother here, Sam. Where did I meet you for the first time? In the park, right? Do you come to have dinner with us? By the way, I don't remember any time when Abu Qasim came to have dinner with us. I don't remember. I don't even know if he came to have dinners with us. I don't know, right? Most of the times, I don't know. Okay. Sam comes for dinner with us. There are other guys, cameramen, who come to dinner with us. Does that mean we know everything about them? Does that mean that we agree with everything they believe in? Does that mean that we are also linked with their sinister, unknown activities? No, wait. Now, when Abu Qasim's, Abu Qasim, by the way, not Abu Qasim.
Muhammad Haddad.
Abu Qasim, but the thing is,
His name is Muhammad Haddad.
Okay. So now, let me. Okay, sorry. Let's open up and have a conversation. So that people can hear.
So
right?
Sam comes to dinner with you.
Yes.
But you don't know anything about his life.
We don't know anything. I don't know anything about Sam's life. I don't know how many children he has, where he lives, what he does. I don't know. I have no idea anything about Sam. Any cameraman for that matter.
So let me ask you a question. If I told you he was an extremist, would you at least look into his background?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
He was
So when you look at Abu Qasim's background?
No, that's a good question. Firstly, if people like Raj came to me and gave me any information, I would not believe it. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
What about
Because
Paul
Raj-
Williams?
Wait, no.
Paul Williams told him as well.
No. Paul Williams didn't tell me anything.
He did.
Okay, you
Bring
wouldn't
Paul
believe it,
Williams
but
in.
would it be
Paul
reasonable
Williams,
to at least
Paul
have
Williams
a check?
has nobly defended me non-stop in front of these extremists.
No, he hasn't anymore.
And although
He
they
heard the
respect,
recording of
they respect
2003,
Paul
he
Williams
changed his
in
mind.
anything else except when it
He's
comes
changed
to
his mind now.
Adnan,
bring it.
my question is, if someone
Paul
comes
Williams?
and tells you, knowing you as your position in the Muslim community,
No.
as an elder, as an influencer,
I am not.
but you're an influencer. You're a person of respect.
I have traveled around the world.
People
I
respect
have,
I have
and they
repeatedly
listen
said-
to you.
I have repeatedly
He
said.
brags he goes around the world and
No,
gets
no,
paid.
All I'm
But he's
saying
not
is,
an influencer.
Mr. Adnan,
I
all I'm
agree.
asking is, as someone who is prominent in the Muslim community, wouldn't it be wise to, if someone says this individual is extremist,
I'm
that you
answering
should
your
at least
question.
check?
I will answer your question. It is not my job to go after the extremists.
Oh, you go after us though.
I'm not saying go after.
Hold on, 1 minute. No.
It's not gonna.
I'm not going to
Can I-
control the
can I-
narrative.
can I answer your
because he
question?
goes after us
Can I-
all the
can I-
time.
can I answer
He
your
called
question?
Soko a terrorist channel.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let him finish.
I wouldn't even go after him.
Oh, you have
Would it be
though.
wise
No,
to
no.
check?
You've mentioned
I'm not concerned about
You
it.
mentioned me in a lot of videos that I'm an instigator.
You have to stop and let me speak.
Yeah? Have you said that?
Now, you see, you don't have to stop me with every single sentence. You have to let me finish my statement, and you can come back on it. Right. With regards to extremists and their activities, they are better known to the state. Okay, the state has the apparatus and the ability to know who is who, and what are they doing in their free time. How did Abu QASIM get arrested? Because the state was made aware of his activities. We had no idea who the hell this guy is, okay? He's coming to the park, he's filming, okay? Now, it is very clear that we distanced ourselves from him as soon as we realized that this guy, actually, he lied repeatedly, even to myself. When I asked him personally, alone, when he was accused by Steve and these people, I took him on the side, I said, hold on, you're not a supporter of Anjum Chaudhary, are you? If you are, we don't want anything to do with you. He said, no, I'm not. He said that to me alone. Not that other people were listening, alone. And I believed him. This is my mistake. I believed him. Later on, we realized that even during his trial, he was repeatedly lying. Right? Okay? So, it is clear now that we had no idea about him. See, I'm a family man. Okay? I have some little credibility within the Muslim community, right? People do listen to me, no doubt. People do listen to me. There are thousands of people who do listen to me around the world. But it is not my job to go after the extremists. This is not what I do. What I do is, I tell people about Islam. I promote harmony and peaceful coexistence between humans, okay? No matter where they come from. This is my job. I want to make this world a better place. There is too much hate. There is too much deliberate tarnishing of communities, whether they are Jewish, Muslim. It's happening in India right now, okay? It's happening around the world. When Sikhs were being persecuted, okay, in India, we the Muslims stood up. We actually opened, a Sikh temple for the Sikhs of the Punjab. This man happens to be an Islamophobe for some unknown reason. Let me finish before you come in, yeah? Okay, there are Sikhs who have come to me, in front of me. They have rebuked him. They've told him to stop doing what you're doing. We don't agree with you. You are a disgrace for the Sikh community. You are not representing us, especially when you support that extremist Tommy Robinson, which he admitted to right now in front of you. On what basis? While I have made myself clear that I abhor extremists, I abhor extremist material, I abhor extremist speeches, right? This is why I have a problem with people like this, okay? Why do I have a problem with people like this? Because they are extremists. Okay. How do I know that? Because he admittedly himself, he said that he supports Tommy Robinson. If he supports Tommy Robinson, he cannot be a decent human being.
Okay, look,
anyone,
you already
with,
said it. You already said it.
anyone.
I know you don't like
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson.
Just like anyone supporting ISIS, anyone supporting extremists and terrorists cannot be a decent human being.
Yeah, sure.
Same logic has to be applied to these people. So why do these people get a different treatment? Okay, you are asking me again and again repeatedly when I've clarified myself so many times, and they keep coming back with this
Can you wrap it up now?
and these people, no one questions them. No one questions them.
Let's wrap up. So please look.
So Tommy Robinson.
All right. So the difference between me and Adnan Rashid is I say I do support Tommy Robinson. This individual is lying. That
So
he
you
has
say.
So the difference is this year. What I'm trying to say is this: if people supported someone at one time and then said I made a mistake, okay. But when you're lying about it not being you in a video where you're supporting an extremist that went to prison for inciting terrorism and is now deported, I have to ask, with the overwhelming evidence that it is you, including voice recognition, why are you lying? On top of that, when it comes to the secondary situation, when we went up to you and we told you, and let's say for argument's sake, Adnan Rashid is like true. He didn't really know who Abu Qasim was because he's a liar. Now, when we went up to you 3 or 4 months ago and we said this guy is an extremist, and then we told you, instead of just doing a video and asking him twice, are you an extremist, and taking his word for it, maybe, just maybe, if you use your common sense, you would have looked and just Googled him for 2 minutes and you would have found him on Vice News with Anjem Choudhury and his whole cohort, on another video with Anjem Choudhury, him saying stuff about if you don't support ISIS, you're...
But why is that my problem?
So, right, he's going to see.
You're wearing his microphone.
So
You're going to
basically,
dinner
no,
with him, you're
let
connected on
me explain why it's Adnan.
How many microphones?
All right,
are
so
there?
let me explain.
How many? Wait. How many microphones?
Right, so,
How many?
Moderate, white man, moderate.
Okay.
So the reason,
because I'm wearing one microphone.
all right, so let me.
I don't even know which microphone.
All right, so he's
Whose
trying to deflect.
microphone?
He's getting shook. So let me explain why Adnan Rashid and Mansour and
Five.
Nasheed need to be held responsible.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Let me
5.
explain my first time at Speaker's Corner. I went to Speaker's Corner 2 years ago. I was talking to Daniel by himself. Mansour came over with 5 cameras, started shouting, you're an extremist, you support terrorism, you this. Adnan Rashid has confronted so many people, the Christians and stuff, within the park about extremism and terrorism. You can look online when it comes to the Christians. So we're saying to you, you're accusing, even just 2 weeks ago, you said Soko Films channel is a terrorist channel. Just 2 weeks ago. So you're chucking mud at other people. So we're going to see what mud is on you. Now, when it comes to this whole Abu Qasim situation,
You can continue.
individuals like Shamsi done his due diligence. He looked into his background and within 2 minutes he found out he was an extremist. And then what he did was confront him and disassociate himself. I'm going to ask people on this channel, type in Speaker's Corner Brotherhood on YouTube and see how many of videos are of Mansour, Hashim and Adnan Rashid. Not from 3 months ago, not from 2 months ago, but from 3 weeks ago, just before he went prison. So we need to ask the question. You just said a minute ago that you disassociated yourself from him, but you didn't, because on the videos, you're still within these recordings.
Okay.
And if you truly...
Let me respond.
1 minute, let me just...